So we are working with the figure here, and so the idea is that uh, a figure is a diagram or pictorial illustration of textual matter. Our standards we're working with are refining and completing an artistic work. Okay, and essential question we want to think about is reflecting or what role does persistence play in revising, refining, and developing work. Uh, Also, I want you to think about reflecting on re-engaging, revising, refining works of art. And the criteria is what is in the rubric. Okay, so we are also dealing with a warm-up question because this is a pyramidal form. Think about this. Are repetitive forms soothing to the mind? Can colors be soothing or exciting to the mind? What colors are exciting? What colors are soothing? So think about that. And so then we're still working with Saul Witt. His concepts. He did a lot of architectural type of sculptures, and this is kind of right up his alley in doing this assignment. Now we're moving down here to the actual directions for the assignment. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create a three-sided pyramid out of a slab of clay, each with a different face. Horizontal lines, diagonal lines, vertical lines. Okay, and your triangles will be 3-inch equilateral triangle. All sides 3-inch in length. Your initial slab will be 3 inches by 7 inches and will be 1/2 inch thick. Bevel all edges inward at a 45-degree angle. Join them together by scoring and slipping them. The lines on your clay should be precise and clean with a depth of 1/8 inch. You must use a straight edge tool to impress and make clean lines. Now, this is a diagram that I made. I would suggest you draw it out on a piece of paper first so you know what you're doing. If you look over here, half of 3 is 1.5 inches. So I would draw, I would make a point midway down, and then I would run a line up. And then you go to that point and you measure down 3 inches between that point and that point, the top, the apex and the base. And you make 3 things. This is what it would look like if you impress those lines onto it. Okay, this is on paper. And then what I did was I cut the paper out. All right, so that you could see it. And then I folded the paper and I taped it together. Now, you are making this out of clay, a ceramic object. That is what you are doing. So, and you should look at the pictures in the rest of this video to see how I accomplished that. Just kind of follow along. What did I do? Look at the pictures. Last name, first name when you submit your work. 1 Doe Jane SLC 2. The assignment is worth 1 point. And photographs should be submitted as a PDF file made using Google Slides. Thanks. And here is the grading rubric. Every direction is followed to the fullest extent. That's an A. Completed work, artwork is exceptionally neat. Clean up your work. I don't want to see crumbs and all kinds of weird stuff. The lines should look decent. Student worked the entire period with superior focus and did not need, so you should get done as much as possible on this assignment so that it is done. Take a picture towards the end of the period and submit that picture. And if you got to keep working on it, you can do it. It took me about 15 minutes to do this assignment. It shouldn't take that long for you to do it if you work diligently and consistently. Okay, let's go. Let's look at this. So you get your lump of clay about as big as a fist and slightly larger. Mush it down. Okay, use your roller or whatever you got, a bottle. Cut a line. Make sure you remember the dimensions are at least 7 inches long. You're going to cut your line with your tool. Measure out 3 inches, 3-inch increments on your clay. Measure at a 1/2 inch, go up the midline, and then measure up 3 inches. Then take your tool and start impressing down into the clay to make your diagonals, verticals, and horizontal lines. Once you've done that, cut in a bevel at 45 degrees. This is a 45-degree bevel that you're looking at right now. And this is the other piece after I popped it off the thing. Now, score the edges of your thing. Put slip on them. You're scoring and slipping now. Once you've done that, you will join it together. Okay, pop it together and gently join it. Do not mess it up. And the edges are very nice now. And now you take your sponge and clean it up, and take your tool and go up and down on it, and it will look beautiful. There you go. Finished product. Looks pretty good. Clean it up, make it look good. Thanks.